Salute, comrades. You're now tapped into Behind the Walls Talk. I'm your host and founder, William Thomas McCallum Jr., the voice from within and soldier for the silenced. This isn't just a podcast. This is a platform, a battleground for truth, a microphone for the voiceless. We're here to amplify the stories of the incarcerated, the men and women whose voices have been buried beneath steel, stigma, and silence. Here, nothing is sugar-coated. The truths aren't ignored, erased, or rewritten. They're raw, unfiltered, and unapologetically real. Whether they're doing time for past mistakes or enduring the weight of injustice, their stories matter, and they will be heard. This is about more than exposure. It's about awakening. We exist to spark dialogue, ignite reform, and demand liberation. We're not begging for sympathy. We're building a movement. So stay tapped in, stay locked in. This is Behind the Walls Talk. Welcome to the revolution. Tell the viewers, my brother, what's your name, Opus, and where are you from?
My name is Michael McDonald, 1147517, and I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
What were you charged with? How much time did they give you, my brother?
I was charged with 2 first-degree murder charges, and they gave me a life sentence for each one. Also, a possession of a stolen firearm, which they gave me 5 years for.
How long have you now been incarcerated?
June 14th will make 19 years.
Do you have any children? If so, what are their names and how old are they?
No, I don't have any children.
Okay, my brother. Do you have moral and mental support for someone in society? If so, who are they, and what would you like to say to them?
Yes, I have my beautiful, beautiful mother who's been riding with me this whole 19-year bid. And I have my beautiful fiance who just came into the picture, who's riding hard and trying to learn how to love me and be there for me. And I would also like to tell him, hey, I love him, and I'm coming back out there to him.
That's right, my brother. You definitely are coming back out there. What's your story on how you grew up as a youth, the experiences you had, the traumas you may have endured, and what is it that may have that led to your incarceration?
Coming up as a youth, it was the best that my mom could do, but I grew up watching my dad beat on her. But whatever came to mind that he did.
This call is from a North Carolina correctional facility.
Or however the wind blew the wrong way. Seeing that, it really traumatized me to where I looked at him different. And then I also endured a lot of verbal and physical abuse from my family members. And hearing them always tell me I would never be nothing and be just like my dad, I just got to a point to where I really stopped believing in myself, and I took a real bad, way of caring about what people saw and thought about me, to where it really just had me to where I never was able to speak my mind or really voice how I really felt about something. And I really just sunk into myself and just looked for a lot of negative ways to try to fill that void that I was missing.
Okay. Have you had to deal with the death of loved ones, family, or friends? If so, who were they? And is there anything you would like to say to them or about the impact they made in your life?
Yes, I lost my Aunt Virginia. That was a woman who was a second mother whenever my mom had to go to work. She watched me. She helped mold me to the man that I am today. Taught me, about faith, how to pray, how to love, how to conduct myself as a human being and a man. It really hurt, but I just got to always say that her life lessons stayed with me, and I'm going to continue to follow, and I'm going to continue to pass them on to the next person.
Now, my brother, will you tell the viewers what a second chance in society means to you?
A second chance, words never really could explain how that, would feel. I feel like if I would even try to put it into words, I would be cheating the feeling and the experience. But, being locked up since I was 18 and hearing somebody tell you that you're going to die in here, telling you that you're never going to be able to experience getting married, buying your first home, traveling, having kids, just being able to do the things that a law-abiding citizen is able to do. That really hurts. But I know that when these gates are open, I will be able to show them that even with my past mistakes, I still can do the things that they said I wouldn't be able to do, or that I would never be able to do, and do it just as good as them.
Any last words you would like to share?
To all the youth out there that's thinking that having a gun, running around, shooting people, selling the drugs, that's cool. That's not cool, man. It's all about growing and learning self. If you can learn to love yourself and learn who you are and not be afraid of who you see when you look in that mirror, you're winning. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody else except to yourself. Don't allow the peer pressure from your friends, the family, or the outside people hinder you and make you make decisions that you normally wouldn't make if you was in the right mind. There's always a better way. All you have to do is just take a couple deep breaths, think about the situation, and follow the best reaction.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your story, my brother. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, you can't define these brothers by their worst moments in life. These brothers, they changed themselves. They made mistakes in life and everything that they're not proud of. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to look past that and be able to judge these individuals for who they are now, who they came to be now, who they grew up to be. They were young then. They were children then with the mind frame of a child. But they're grown men now. But you have to give these guys a second chance at society, at life, the experiences that they want to share with their family, their loved ones, and their friends. Please, society, look into these brothers' cases. These are good brothers. I love them, and I hope you love them too as well. This is Behind the Wall Talk with William McCallum.